So, hi, hope you're having a great week so far. And like I said in the title, I want to talk about whose reality you're living. And this just happened to me recently where I had to stop and think about this. So, as some of you know, I'm training to run the New York City Marathon. Never run in my life. I don't care about how fast I finish. I just want to finish. Like, this is just a goal of mine. But I was talking about 4 weeks ago to a woman who has run, I don't even know how many marathons she's run. She's awesome. And I was just getting some advice and tips. And I said, I think I'm doing pretty well. I think I'm going to be able to finish the marathon in about 4 hours. And she's like, oh, no. You want to finish a little bit faster because trust me, you want to finish under 4 hours or under 5 hours. You want to finish under 5 hours because that last 20 minutes is just a killer. So, pick up your speed and finish a little faster. And I really respect who she is. So as I've been running, I've been keeping that in the back of my head of, oh no, you've got to run faster. You've got to run faster. And I stopped today and realized that's her reality, right? Like, she's run 20 some odd marathons. I've never run. So her reality and my reality are two way different things. Her goal is to always have her personal best time. My goal is just to flip and finish. So I had to really stop and think about that's her reality, not mine. And it allowed me to get into a much better place and stop being so hard on myself and thinking I'm not doing well enough. The other example I'll give in my life is with my own coach, right? She is a business coach. I love her. She is just kick-ass. I've really grown and I love her, but she's single. She's young. She's got no kids. She has no responsibility except for her one job of coaching. And so she can devote 10 hours a day to her coaching business. I can't. Not only do I have my kids, my husband that I'm caring for, but I also have my charity business that I run, First Candle. And so I've got two jobs. So I can't possibly work as much as she can in her business. And that's okay, right? So I take from her what makes sense for me, but then I adapt it to my situation. Now, the same was also true in my personal relationship when I knew my marriage wasn't going well. I knew like it was just not a good situation and I was miserable. And I spoke to a friend who, wasn't married, wasn't even in a great relationship himself, but he was very successful in business, very successful. And I was telling him I wasn't happy in my marriage. And he said, Allison, you know what? You don't have time to think about that. Just focus on your business and your kids. And so I did that. And it was the worst advice I had ever been given. Like, it was the worst. And so that worked for him. But I was like, wait a second. I'm taking advice from someone who's not even in a relationship, who's never even been married before. What the heck am I doing? So I am sure there are times you take advice or you look at somebody else's reality, right? Like, you might be going through a divorce right now and it might be horrible. And you might look at somebody else who has had a fabulous divorce. Like, they're still really good friends. They spend the holidays together, all of that. And it's making you feel less than because you know that's not going to be your reality. You know what? It's okay. Your life is your life. And I'm not saying absolutely take advice from people. Find coaches. Find teachers, find mentors, but tailor that advice to where you are in your life and how it makes sense to you. No one else knows that but you. Even the clients I work with, I always tell them, like, I'm not here to set goals for you. I'm here to support you in your goals. You got to figure out what those goals are. So I will encourage you and I will share examples, but it's your journey. It's your experiences. So here's what I'm going to tell you. This is the trick that I need you to think about. And it's not even a trick. It's more of a strategy. Whenever you're online and, you see people who have, more than you, or you think they have a happier life than you, or you are listening to somebody who seems to have great advice, I want you to sit with that advice. And then I really want you to look at that other person's life. And now look, if it's on social media and it's some influencer, you don't even know the reality of their life, right? Like they've got an image online that could be completely different than what they're saying. I mean, look at some of these social media influencers they have a miserable marriage. They're a hot mess, but they come across great on camera. Okay. If it's somebody you know in person, and even if it's someone that you really love, who's a really good friend, I need you to look at their life situation and look at it compared to yours. Do they have the same amount of time? Are they, in a situation where they're a caregiver for someone like I am? Compare their situation to yours so that you can get kind of a level set of how it matches up. And then look at and listen to the advice they're giving you. Figure out what part of it works for your life and seems really great and something you can learn from and grow from. But as soon as you start feeling a gut sense of you're not measuring up, or you're not good enough, or you feel guilty or inferior or something because of that advice, that is your gut telling you something's wrong. Okay, now here's a couple caveats, right? If it's just work out, stay healthy, get some exercise, that's just good advice, okay? But how you work out, how you get that exercise is entirely up to you, okay? Somebody who is an ultra marathon runner is gonna work out way different than I am, all right? So take the overarching advice and see what works in your specific situation. So that's what I have to say today. I hope to gosh this went live. I'm hoping somebody was there, but if not, I'm going to have it posted and I'm going to start doing more lives again. So thanks everybody. Bye.